I'll take you out later.
Come on! You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor, That 90s Guy, Mr. Dedicated, and sometimes Tammy's Baby Boy. Your home for everything wrestling. It's real. It's damn real.
Hello, folks. This is Del Wilkes, the Patriot, and you're listening to Military Press Wrestling. And I'm going to give you a piece of advice. If you don't, I'm going to climb to the top turnbuckle and I'm going to blast you with a Patriot missile. So make sure you tune in to Military Press Wrestling.
I am Silent J, and this is the WWE TLC breakdown. Hey guys, how you doing in the Red Room of Doom?
Fantastic. I'm just trying to say, what do Mr. Dedicated and Tammy's Baby Boy have in common? Nowhere to be found.
Nice. Nice. I'm glad they're here, lock, step, and heel with the rest of us on the show. So maybe just like maybe they're main eventers in the WWE. They just don't show up on pay-per-views.
Brock Lesnar mentality. Pay to play.
Nice. But anyway, this is going to be a quick, like 20-minute WWE TLC pay-per-view breakdown, match by match. And the first match we're going to talk about is Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. I'm thinking it's going to be Sasha Banks because you got to have a heel go over because there's got to feed Charlotte.
Yeah, I agree. I think they just added the third or fourth best match to the card. I think that match beats half the card. So I'm very excited, of course. Very cynical after, seeing how this card is played out. But I'm very happy with the pre-show. I'm excited for it to start. And I think, I agree. I think Sasha will win.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sasha will win too. I don't see any reason why not.
Right.
Yeah, well, there's really not much for me to put into it. I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, why are you going to have the fifth face in the Divas division go over? I mean, it's just there's no reason to have Becky go over right now. There's actually no reason for this match right now. I just it's whatever. It's a good opening match. It's probably going to be better than 3/4 of the matches on the actual pay-per-view. But up next, guys, we're going to talk about the clinic of all clinics of technology, okay, and moves and psychology, and really how to suck in an audience. This barn burner of a match is Ryback and Rusev. Why? I don't know.
I think if Lana comes out of a bikini, it'll make it a lot more entertaining and interesting.
Yeah, Silent J being so.
You guys.
That nice guy being pretty optimistic right there. We all know where the professor lies here. All right, with the big guy. All right. Silent J, I know you're hating on him every single time Ryback's mentioned, but I'm going with Ryback because he's the man. All right, and he's going to have a good match.
Right. Well, I see you were probably a fan of Scott Norton back in the day. So
Lex Luger,
former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. All right, respect Scott Norton.
He is a Scott Norton fan.
Okay, and you know what?
Professor does spits knowledge.
Bob Backlund was a champ for like 5 years straight. So not every title is is meaningful.
That's so cool.
I think Rusev.
Backlund holding out. That's prestigious. All right.
Wasn't it? Who was the Polish Hammer? He was also a champ. in the WWF at one point. So my apologies to all the major players in the title division that I've forgotten about. My apologies. But anyway, I think Rusev is going to go over because it just makes sense to have a new faction of heels go over. You know, just sets up a reason for faces to to work harder. Anyway, the next match is Charlotte and Paige in a Divas Championship match. What do you think is going to happen?
They got a lot of pressure put on them tonight. They have to perform. They have to perform better than they did at Survivor Series, and people will be watching. Unfortunately, I think they're only going to be given like 8 minutes, which is a damn shame. But unfortunately, I'll be down on this match. But I hope for the best, and I'm going to pick Paige to win the belt.
Oh, go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, I'd like to hear your prediction, and then I'm going to tell you why that 90s guy is wrong.
Ooh,
Yes, and I'm going to go with why that 90s guy is wrong, too, because I was going with Charlotte.
why? Why, gentlemen?
Well, the professor's going with Charlotte because we're going back to that promo. I think that her winning and getting over will be good for this feud because of that promo. You know, everybody's really getting behind Charlotte because of how emotional she was during the deep it was. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to give a spoiler alert, and I'll tell you that Charlotte is going to walk out the Divas champion. Tribute to the Troops was already recorded.
Okay.
And guess who was champion?
Charlotte.
Yep.
I'm done. I'm going home. You ruined the match. You ruined everything.
WWE ruined everything. They'll go 3 hours live, every Monday, but they're going to pre-record a show that's going to be aired like 2 weeks after a pay-per-view and just ruin absolutely everything for the pay-per-view. To me, that makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, maybe it could be wrong. Maybe they're just throwing us a Vince Russo.
Swerve.
A swerve. Speaking of a swerve, there's going to be no swerves in this match, or maybe there is. ECW Originals versus the Wyatt family. I think there's going to be a lot of people throwing in some stiff shots in this match. I just got a funny feeling there's going to be a lot of heavy hands. What do you guys think?
What do you think? What do you think happens when you get 4 men over 40 years old in a match against 4 young guys? Anybody? They put the young guys over. If there's no way ECW should win tonight, this is all for the Wyatts. We're going to expect a great match. It'll be exactly what we want hardcore-wise, entertainment-wise, but Wyatts have to go over. That's the reason for the rivalry, the reason for the match, and that's what I think will win tonight.
I agree with that 90s guy 110%. Though I do think just because you have these guys that are 40 and above on a pay-per-view on the card, it's going to be they'll go all out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they will. And the one thing I'm looking forward to seeing in this pay-per-view, in this match in particular, is how brutal of a match this could be, because not only do you have 4 ECW originals and the Wyatts, who are huge, these guys are all tough. Nobody is claiming that any of these guys are soft in the ring or finesse guys. These are all guys that are power moves and weapons and some brutal clotheslines.
Happy hitters.
Tables. Yeah. This is going to be, I hate to say it, but this is going to be an extremely powerful match. And for the folks out there that like to see, carnage and, broken bodies, I think this is going to be the match for you. But I agree with you guys. I think the Wyatts are going to go over, as they should. I think they need to go over in this. And I think this is a good match catered for their style, and I think these are 4 opponents that are catered for what needs to be done. It's not like the Lucha Dragons and the Los Matadors in this match. These guys, they're going to complement each other, I think. But I'm looking forward to seeing some pretty heavy-handed clotheslines in this match. We should do a drinking game. Every time a clothesline looks like it really hurts, drink.
Yeah, the professor's drinking rum and punch tonight, so every time that happens, I'll take a sip.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
drinking water.
Now, on to the next match. United States Championship match. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger's challenging United States champion in a match where steel chairs will be the go-to gimmick. If you will. What do you guys think?
Sure.
I'm going to be a fan about this and say, we the people. I love Jack Swagger. I back him up 100%, and in reality, he won't win. But I'm going to pick him from a fan standpoint.
Fortunately, I'll disagree with the professor. You don't pay a man $1.25 million to lose his secondary title in 2 months. So I think Del Rio will win and retain the belt. And I think we'll get a good match out of both of them. This is not the first time. This is probably the 50th time they've faced. So I think we'll have a good match tonight.
Who do you think okay, I don't think this is going to be your typical one-on-one match with a clean finish. I think somebody's going to be involved. I don't know. Do you think there's a chance of a run-in in any way?
From Del Rio's perspective, you can't really. I don't think Zeb could really do much in that chair. From Swagger's perspective, it would have to be out of complete left field. I don't know who it would be, American-wise, but I'd like to see a swerve because I'd like to see Swagger go heel.
I like
yeah.
Zeb and Swagger team back up. I think that was a perfect fit for them, and I'm so glad the Zeb and Alberto Del Rio thing is over, because that Mex-America thing was just the stupidest fucking thing on WWE television in quite some time. The dumbest fucking thing.
Pure laziness.
I did not like the fact that they cut the American flag in half, and I'm sure Mexicans aren't happy they cut the Mexican flag in half. That right there took me out of it completely, and I am a huge fan of all 3 of those guys in terms of Swagger, Del Rio, and Zeb. I love all 3 of them, and I just whatever. But I think Alberto's going to win. I think somehow Zeb and maybe somebody else is going to be involved. Up next, we have a triple threat ladder match, WWE Tag Team Championship. We got the New Day, the Usos, and the Lucha Dragons. High spot galore, I think. And I can't wait to see the work out of the Lucha Dragons. Very underrated tag team. I think they're going to do some pretty cool stuff with the Usos and Kofi in particular. But I myself see the New Day still going over because they got a new product out. They got the unicorn headbands.
Anytime I compare a match to a WCW 2000 match, you know there's going to be a problem. So this match kind of reminds me of the triple threat ladder match between the Hung Dragons, 3 Count, and Evan Courageous, and I think Chavo. The match is very high spot, had nothing to lose. They were fighting for nothing. It was a stupid ladder match, but they worked their ass off. They knew they were in a ladder match. They knew they had nothing to lose, and they knew they were on a pay-per-view. So I think out of the Luchas and Usos and New Day, everyone has something to prove from a perspective of having a good match. I think they're going to have a good match, and there's absolutely no reason New Day should not win. I want to pick the Usos, but I'm going to pick the New Day out of my heart.
Nice. Professor?
Well, we all know who the professor's going to pick. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. You know where my heart lies. I'll be going New Day all day.
Your heart lies in a 1/8 ounce and a jug of rum.
Here's to you.
A unicorn headband. I get you unicorn headband.
Dude, we gotta get some for the show. All right.
Yeah, it probably cost $29.99. So, I'm gonna put a unicorn on a headband. I'm gonna charge $30 for it. These kids are gonna buy it.
Being broke sucks. Being broke. All right, next match I think is going to be an awesome match, and Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose for the IC title, and I think Kevin Owens. I think this is going to be a pay-per-view for the heels. And, I think it's going to be a good match, but Kevin Owens is going to win in a fashion not fit for him though.
I really hope they go back to back. I understand from a card perspective that probably won't happen, but if Ambrose Owens was the second last match, I'd like to feel it as a double main event, and I think that both matches are going to be going head to head with each other. All four of these are highest competitors right now. Period. They want to go against all four of each other. All four think they should be champ. So in a perspective, it's going to be Owens and Ambrose versus Sheamus and Reigns for the best match of the night, and I think Owens and Ambrose, of course, as they should have the best match of the night. And I pick Ambrose. There's just you're going to need a face to go against Sheamus. So next opponent. Professor.
You know what? I'm stuck on this one, but I think I'm going to go Ambrose as well, just because the same reason that 90s guy had. Yeah, you're going to need a face to go. It makes sense.
Yep.
Just fits.
Yeah, I could see that, but I just really think Kevin Owens for whatever reason. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a pay-per-view for the heels.
I will go wild, but hey.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing either one win. To be honest with you, whoever wins this match, I think it's gonna be best for business. Just because I think they're both really on top of their game right now, and I think the fans really like the work that both these guys put on. Now, speaking of a match that the fans have been clamoring for, and we're talking about great work rates. That ain't happening. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Sheamus versus Roman Reigns, or as I like to call it, the very late bathroom break. Who do you guys got and why?
I got a few coming here. Why come into this pessimistic? I'm going to take a card from my good friend, the Professor, and I'm going to say tonight, people, do not be pessimistic about this match. It could, and it has the potential to be a terribly unorganized match. But these two men have worked their whole damn lives for this. They have an opportunity here. Anyone who's in the main event of a pay-per-view has an opportunity, especially when they're fighting for the championship. I'm going to positively say I hope they put on a good show and an entertaining match. You don't got to blow us away. You don't got to do anything crazy. Just do it right. Do it hard. Work damn hard. And just continue because that makes sense.
Well, you know what? Ryan Leaf worked his whole life to be an NFL quarterback, and you saw how that turned out.
That's a lie. He used his talent, and then he stopped working hard.
Great.
Yeah, Jay. I would hope that this match would tear the roof off the place and be the match of the night, but it's not going to be. This match is going to suck. I hope not. But it's Roman Reigns, and it's Sheamus, and I have no hope for it. This is hot garbage, so.
I'd rather watch the Philadelphia 76ers play the Charlotte Bobcats right now.
My pitch break's going to be the main event.
Shit break. Oh, I missed the match. Oh, I missed Sasha. Damn it.
Be the match where it's like I go to the bathroom when this match starts, and I'm like, oh, I hope I get done in time for the post-match breakdown on the network.
Come on over, Steve.
I
Come
don't
on.
think
Come on away.
I don't think it's going to be a good match. I think the fans in unison are going to boo the living daylights out of this match. Like I said, unfair to Sheamus and unfair to Roman Reigns, because these are two guys that have, busted their ass to get where they are. And it's unfortunate that the creative team at the WWE has put two guys like this in a situation like this. But I think the only thing you're going to see reign tonight are boos. I really do. I think this is going to be the match that really sets the WWE universe against the WWE. I really do. I think this is going to be a turning point of of programming, and I really do think the crowd's going to turn heavily on this match.
Silent J, Professor, both my colleagues, do you think there is a chance the fans could walk out of the arena tonight during the main event at a pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a possibility.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
We're just I'm hoping that Vince takes last Monday as his eye opener.
Something's got to do it. If we see 5,000 people leave out of 15, you're gonna notice. So we'll see.
I think I think the fans that stay are going to boo, and I think the fans that leave early are going to get a good spot on the throughway back home. I think it's a win-win for everybody, except for the two guys that are in the ring. And I really hope, like I said, I don't want this to happen to the guys in the ring, but I think the people behind the curtain deserve all the backlash. No pun intended. All the backlash that's going to happen from this match. And I think it's going to continue on to Raw tomorrow night. So. But anyway.
The fans giving Vince a big FU.
Yep. Now, quick overall, 0 to 5 stars. What do you expect, combined for this pay-per-view? What are your pre-assessment? Are you going to give it a 0 stars? 5 stars, or what are you guys going to rate this pay-per-view as just on paper?
Okay. Silent J, 90s guy. I think that going into this pay-per-view, I'm going to tell you, looking at the card, overall, it's about a 3.6. At the end of the night, I'm going to give it about a 3.8.
Definitely.
Wait.
Oh.
I do think no. I'll give it a 4 because I do think that there's a lot on the line. I think that Vince really needs them to step up their game, and I think that they're going to tear the roof off the place. I hope. I really do.
90s. What are you going to rate this pay-per-view before it airs?
Personally, I have 4 matches I want to see on the card, so I have some hope for tonight and a little bit of excitement. I'm going to say a 3 out of 5. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised with things and be upset with things we expect. Nothing special, nothing great. And I think one of these matches tonight are going to make us go, wow. And that's all we kind of want at this point.
I myself, I'm going to give it a 2.5 stars just on paper, and I'm going to take 1 full star away at the end of the pay-per-view and say it's going to deliver 1.5 stars.
Ooh, harsh.
Yeah, and the only reason why, and I'm going to give the 1.5 stars to the triple threat match, and then the Owens and Ambrose match. I think that's what's going to be the saving grace for this pay-per-view. Those 2 matches right there. So, and if you like heavy clotheslines, then I'll give a little bit to the Wyatt and the ECW match. So, but with that being said, for those of you listening right now, you can check out this show on Podbean and iTunes. follow us on Periscope and Twitter and Facebook at MP Wrestling Show or Military Press Wrestling, one of the two, depending on which platform you try to search it out. And this evening on Podbean and iTunes, well, on Podbean and tomorrow morning on iTunes, our exclusive interview with Chavo Guerrero is going to be available for your listening pleasure. And you can check out the interview that we had with the Patriot, Del Wilkes. And like he said, if you don't listen to the show, he's going to give you a missile drop kick, a Patriot missile off the top rope. All right? So, and he's a man of his word. So, with that being said, guys, why don't you say goodbye to the joyful WWE group out there?
I am the Professor of Professional Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. I will be enjoying all the tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my, live from the Red Room of Doom tonight. And enjoy the pay-per-view. Try to, block out how bad and everything has sucked and just try to enjoy it. It's wrestling.
That 90s guy here saying turn your optimism light on tonight off the Professor and try to enjoy it. If you live angry and you look at it angrily, it's not going to make it any better for you. So have a good night, everybody.
Silent Jay and I will we'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy the pay-per-view.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, we will see you Wednesday. We definitely will. All right. But with that being said, I had the volume down. Now I will hit play.
Hey, everybody. This is Chavo Guerrero Jr. You're listening to Military Press Wrestling. Download it on iTunes. And always remember to Viva la Raza.
You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor, that 90s guy, Mr. Dedicated, and sometimes Tammy's baby boy. Your home for everything wrestling. It's real. It's damn real.
Hey, we're
The
I'm
Patriot,
gonna get a bottle of whiskey.
Military Press Wrestling, and I'm going to give you a piece of